Hello, everyone, and Merry Christmas. We're back again. Storm here.
Tom here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
We're going to have so much fun again, guys. I am looking forward to this so much. We are going to be watching part 2 of Christmas Chronicles. We loved the first one, so we're all blind to this. We're all excited. I gotta say, we thought Tom watched this already because we know that you liked the first one and you weren't blind to the first one on our channel, but you did not. But you did not see it, so that's great. So we're all blind to it. So, of course, before watching this with us, you guys should watch our reaction to the first movie because that was just wonderful. And we got emotional during that.
That was a fantastic movie. I loved it.
It was a great movie.
So happy
Russell as Santa.
I was just going to say that. He was perfect. Everything about that movie was great. I loved it so much. And the result of everything, all the decision making, just so perfect with him in jail and not escaping, although he could have any time, helping people all the way through, and it was all a plan since the beginning. Like, that was just insane. That blew my mind, you know. I just loved it.
And he didn't need a Santa hat neither.
Yes, that was actually everything about it. It's all magic. It was all within him.
Perfectly.
And, it was great. And I love the elves. They were awesome. I love the design. Very original. Yes. I think. I've never seen elves like that before.
Oh, I know.
Crazy cat lady. Kind of like cats.
The Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade had them floats.
Yes.
You showed that.
Yes, I saw that.
I sent it to you guys. I was like,
and I missed
those characters.
Yeah, that was great. So I wonder how popular, to make a second movie, I'm like, okay, well, it had to be really big. We love Netflix originals anyway. Like, they're really fun. So this had to be huge to have, like, Macy, you know, like, balloons. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's what, yeah.
One thing I'm hoping for in this movie is I hope the characters from the first one will be in it. So Teddy and Kate, I hope this will continue their story. Santa Claus maybe. I know, watch like no Kurt Russell at all. He was like the best Santa.
Mrs. Claus.
Yeah, so we saw her at the end of last movie. I'm hoping it's her again. We'll see.
I hope so.
Same actress. Woohoo, know who that is.
Goldie Hawn.
Yeah, I love her. She's great.
Yeah, so maybe she'll be more a focus in this or something, you know? Because sometimes when they introduce characters at the end, especially when they're a big actor, I feel like they would have to follow through. Not have to, but that was their plan to follow through.
Yes, it was like a peek, sneak peek that we knew she was going to be in the next one. They've been together forever as partners.
Oh, yes.
That's so cool. I love that when that happens too, and you have a lot of experience with someone or whatever, and you just follow through in your career.
She was so good on laughing too, Goldie Hawn.
See, I don't even know that one. I'm like,
It's like that. Yeah.
Tom, do you know?
Nope.
Yes. Okay.
You guys time.
That was a while ago.
Hey, that's cool that we have a lot of generations here again. Like, we have our mom and then siblings, but there's a lot of age gaps between all of our siblings. We have a lot of them. And Tom and I are twins, so usually we're on the same page with stuff, which is good. Because I'm always like at a loss at certain things that you guys say with Mom and Kim, because like we just grew up at different times, you know, and it's just so much fun on this channel to be like, oh, and you guys talk about certain shows that you did see growing up, and vice versa, and it's fun. We learn a lot, guys.
A little bit.
Yeah, because we know a lot about each other, of course, but then when we do this together, we learn so much more. We're like, oh wait, what are you talking about?
Definitely.
So, hoping Teddy and Kate are in this, and shall we get into this, guys?
Yes,
do it.
Yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, guys. I'm so excited.
Holidays.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho. Just like Kurt Russell. He's like, ho, ho, ho. That's a myth.
Yeah.
So fun. The Christmas Chronicles Part 2. I wish you a
Feliz Navidad.
I was hoping she had someone in her life.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
He's not Dad.
I know, that's hard though.
No one's ever going to be your dad.
No one will.
Sad, but...
Oh, look, sibling.
I'm gonna run away.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, good, no pressure.
Jeez.
I'll save you a spot at the slime making station.
He's so cute.
Sliming station.
He's so cute.
She'll be right there.
Hello. Are you waiting for the airport shuttle?
Yeah.
Driver just popped the tire, so I'm taking people over in the
boy.
Where's Deadpool?
Oh, I trust him.
Kate!
Oh my goodness, he's there. Whoa.
You're supposed to be watching.
You have a nice trip.
Whoa!
Oh, oh my God. Ooh. Oh, jeez.
Not the right clothes.
Oh, my.
Mexico anymore.
Yes, kitty.
There you go.
Oh, boy. There.
Is Santa hunting a kitty? Is that going to be like his
Oh,
Rudolph?
my goodness. Whoa, whoa.
Oh,
Whoops,
just
missed.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, wow. Oof. Oh, jeez.
he's right there.
Oh, it's
Oh,
so pretty.
Whoa, way. Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, that's nice. Woo.
That stands out the most, all the colors.
Can I go there?
I want to go there.
Oh.
Tom, you and me, let's go.
Hey.
The DDR.
I think he needs to
He's
just
stuffing himself.
wait for the bus.
Oh, look at him. Oh, my goodness.
Anything would be better than going home to my mom and her boyfriend. I'm sitting right
hey,
here, you know?
that's
Nice.
Dad,
Oh, that's not good.
I'm sure your mother loves you very much.
Mrs. Claus's village is the best place on earth.
Mrs. Claus.
Ooh, I like his stone.
Yeah, that's cool.
That one elf, he looks kind of familiar.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
He became a very
geez,
naughty
shame.
boy.
Even we're in the same clothes.
Oh, look
now.
at.
Yeah, right. Oh,
Oh,
You take care of the reindeer. I'll
Don't
get
eat
the
them.
star.
Don't eat them. What are you gonna do? Don't hurt them.
oh, but no.
You can round them up. That's it. Probably do some serious damage too.
Oh,
Oh, I hope he doesn't kill him. Oh, he did kill one.
oh,
Which one did he kill?
Dasher.
Uh-huh.
oh,
oh, the poor elves.
Yeah.
There's a million of them. Oh, every
oh,
elf.
whoa.
Hopefully it's only temporary.
Oh, they're getting mean.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
look
they're
at
being
them.
menacing.
Whoa, they are.
Ooh. Come on. Oh, it's gonna break. It's gonna
No,
break.
no, it's gonna break. Yeah. Oh, no. Whoa.
How are they gonna get it?
Oh.
Oh no.
Mrs. Claus got to make an
Oh, that's a
antidote.
crazy one.
no.
No snowball fight.
Oh.
Ooh. You get them,
Oh.
all of them like that.
Oh, God.
Ah,
Big
it's
they don't
snowball.
suffocate. Just on the surface.
Whoa.
The gingerbread man cookie explodes, and the snowman cookie gives you courage.
Yeah, remember.
So don't eat the first
What
one.
happens if you eat one by accident? Yeah.
I'll mix them
Oh,
up.
exploding.
What if I get frostbite?
I'm an expert at reattaching fingers and toes. Hurry.
Eat her around everywhere.
Jack!
Ooh. He's like a ninja. Look at what all. Oh my god!
Oh, my God.
You've been shot.
In the butt. In the butt. Like Shrek.
Riding around the sleigh is like a shot of Novocaine in the old butt cheek sometimes.
Just leaves it. Oh, how beautiful.
Lost in Bethlehem. Yay.
Cool. Kind of has like a Tron feel to it.
That's it.
I mean, it's like a ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. Well, he's brave to get out there.
Good cookie.
Oh, no.
Hi, kitty.
Another
Gingerbread
piece of
cookie.
that.
Oh, whoa. Oh,
Oh, I hope he doesn't have to explode the
poor
kitty.
kid. Oh, wow.
He's instantly
Oh
gonna
no,
get
he's
it.
gonna kill the cat. No.
No.
Blow him up.
Oh.
Good. Good.
And hyenas. Ooh.
Pain.
Oh, my
Kind
God.
of like
Look at them.
demented.
Oh.
Boston Terrier.
Oh.
It's gonna crash.
Oh, come on.
See, too easy.
Oh, no, the snow.
That should have been hidden.
Gosh, oh, not again.
Oh no. Oh
Yeah.
no.
So it's like a magnet to pull him
There it
into
is.
the portal.
Oh, no.
Oh, she's so good to
That's
them.
cute. Oh.
Oh boy. No humping.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Hey, you gotta pay for those batteries.
What's going on here, young lady?
Oh.
Oh
No, that
no,
Christmas.
come on, no
Where are your
jeez.
parents? Why don't you come with me?
Oh no.
Kid.
Oh,
Oh
God.
jeez.
Another jail.
Batteries.
I want a flight to Chicago right now.
You know this
Well,
happens.
it's canceled. Sorry about
It's
that.
like out of her control, but.
Wait a minute.
Oh, I love her outfit too.
Oh god.
Hey, Grinch. Don't look so down in the dumps. Christmas is tomorrow after all.
Is that her father?
Christmas isn't about where you are, but who you're
Yeah, 'cause
with.
it's 1990 there.
That's right.
30 years ago.
What's wrong?
Doing something.
Oh my goodness. Whoa. Oh
See?
my goodness. Oh god.
Oh God.
Oh my god. Look at oh.
I didn't get your name.
It's Doug.
Pierce.
Oh my. Ooh.
That's right.
Oh my
That's
god.
right.
You're Doug Pierce. Are
So
you
she
from
sees her
Lowell,
father
Massachusetts?
now. Ooh.
Oh, she can say goodbye to her dad.
Oh wow.
He's like,
She did,
okay.
yeah.
He's a nice kid too.
That's
So
right.
to be like, ew, get off me.
Oh my god.
You're gonna need something much stronger.
Oh jeez, it's like a
Ooh,
Nerf
whoa.
crossbow.
Crossbows, you're right. Oh
Raspberry.
god, that's scary.
Nice.
Oh,
There's your eyeballs.
They're like hyena pugs.
Oh, yeah, they do. Oh my goodness. Oh no.
Killing your friends. You may die, just let you know.
Hold on
Oh,
tight.
that's a star.
Okay.
Oh,
Can't
nice.
parachute.
That's right.
Oh jeez.
Oh, gee.
Knock some sense into you. Oh, come on, guys.
What-
Not this way.
what is
Not
that gonna
this way.
accomplish?
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Oh,
Mr. Krabs
wow.
screaming.
Whoa. Whoa.
He is a bad kitty though. I can fly!
Oh,
Woohoo!
Throughout the whole village.
oh wow. Good.
Whoa!
Yay, back into business. Yay.
We love you, Belsnickel.
Always have, Bells.
Maybe it'll be a mid.
Oh wow.
I'm melting.
Goes, yes.
What a
Oh wow,
world!
he believes. Yes. Oh wow. Oh, so glad.
I missed you so much. I missed
Aw.
you too. Both of you.
Oh, that's
Good. That was
Yeah.
nice.
Aw.
Ooh, look at them sing together. Nice dance.
That's cute. The dancing.
Whoa.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, what a wonderful.
I had too much to drink.
Oh,
I
another.
just accept it. I love it.
Oh,
How
wow.
beautiful again.
That was really
Beautiful.
good. Yes.
That was
Just great.
beautiful.
Yeah, that was very good.
That was beautiful.
Yes. Oh, awesome.
Merry Christmas and happy
America,
holidays, guys.
Yes, that's right.
This
Boy.
is good at really like pulling at your heartstrings and
Okay.
making you all emotional, right? It's
Yes,
like so good.
Yes, it is. Yes, believe.
I loved it.
Believe. So what did you guys
Right.
think? You loved it?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was great.
It's awesome.
I loved it.
Yeah, because I wasn't
Wow.
sure how I was gonna like this one or not. I go in positive every time, and I
Yeah.
really enjoyed the first one so much that I wasn't sure if this was gonna be as good as the first one. So I was impressed. It was actually right
It
there.
was really good. Right there with
It was.
I kind of wish
Yeah.
Teddy was in it a little bit
Yes.
more, but
Yes,
I'm glad
I
that Jack
agree.
Yes,
joined.
that's right. Yeah.
I loved him
Yeah.
in the first. I'm glad Kate was a main focus. I was kind of
That's
worried that the main elf was going to be the main focus, not Kate or Teddy. I thought maybe we'd see them in the beginning and then it would go off to a different family or something. So I'm happy it focused still on them.
Good.
And I wish Teddy wasn't it more, but I'm happy that he was happy because that made it better at the end. Saying like, oh, welcome back. Oh, it's Santa. Yay. Well, now you're going to tell me everything. So
I love
Jack.
Yes.
Jack was so
Me too.
good.
And
I
so
love the way
nice.
Katie was having second thoughts, and Katie was having the issue this time, and she was
That's right. Yes.
something to really get her back into the spirit.
Almost like
Also
Teddy.
Saw her dad, and she saw her dad.
Well, in the beginning, she didn't like to be on the beach because it wasn't traditional.
Yes.
And,
That's right.
you know, at least
She
now she
wanted-
knows that it doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's
So-
right. And she
Christmas will
loves her.
endure.
So going to her father, did you guys have any idea when they were talking?
I did. I think I called it out.
He
I'm like,
said something, and I'm
You
like,
did.
oh, that's
Father?
right. It makes
Yeah.
sense because 1990, that does
It's 30
make
years
sense.
ago.
As soon as you
Right,
said
yeah.
that, I'm like, oh,
I
that makes
realized,
sense.
Yeah, because I kept saying a couple hints, but I'm like, don't say anything because that might ruin it. But right when he said, don't be a Grinch or something, when he said that, I was like, oh my God, because that's what her brother said to her. So the father must have said that. Maybe he even said it in the first
when
movie.
they're breaking out, though, he has the little
Definitely.
Swiss Army knife that has the engraving
And then
on it.
at that part, that's when that confirmed
Which
it.
is so
That's right,
funny
yes.
because
Which
if
was
you're
so
in a
cool.
police station, you think they would
In an airport with a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, right.
Never
Maybe
happened nowadays.
1990 that was different. Everything is so
Maybe.
crazy now. I
No, I
don't
don't
know.
think-
What was he doing?
Probably that was
Crystal.
not good either.
Yeah.
So
That
that
was
was a
wonderful, though.
really
God.
nice touch too. And again, Santa
That
thinks of
was.
everything, and he was like, "Oh well, I don't know. Maybe it was a coincidence. Maybe it was, but I highly doubt it. I
I
think
don't
it was
Well,
think so.
it was a
think Santa
coincidence.
definitely
It was a
was.
coincidence that he was thrown into that time frame, but to land at the airport instead of just a field or something or anywhere else might have been
Right, of all
Yeah.
a
airports
last
in
minute
the world.
choice.
Yeah, and
Right,
overthinking it because that wasn't planned to go in the past. That a lot of accidents happened in the first movie that was planned, and this also helped Kate. So maybe it was just a fate thing, but this also helped Kate see, like, oh, I shouldn't run away. I have to see things for what they are
That's
and
right,
accept things.
Yes. It's funny on the same line of that with Mrs. Claus and Jack with the cookie. It was nothing
yeah. The
special.
placebo
That
with
was
effect.
cute.
cookie
I
was
to
love
make him
that.
have the courage.
That's right.
So
That's
that
Placebo.
I don't-
Good.
Speaking of the cookies, when Mrs.
much
Claus throws the gingerbread cookie and you see it screaming as it goes up there.
I love that part. He's like, oh no! You know, I kept thinking like Shrek things
Yeah,
and
I was thinking
this.
of Shrek too.
Because even with Santa, when he got hit in the
that
butt,
was
and he's
funny.
like, "Oh, would you look at that?" He didn't say that, but it was kind of like Shrek when he got hit by the
That's
arrow.
right.
He's like, "Oh,
That's right.
okay." And he didn't even care about it because he's magic
Yeah.
and he has
That's
to be
right.
prepared for anything because he travels all around the world. Yeah, he
Well,
probably
he did
has
say
all
stay on
kinds
sleigh
of.
for so long. That's like Novocaine.
I love that joke. That was freaking hilarious because it's true, sitting there for so long. And it's cold in most places, especially when you're in the sky. So even though
At
he's
night.
warm.
That's right.
Oh, I love that. But
Yeah,
just
that's
to
good.
have, like, not to be worried about people shooting
But
at him. He's like,
I also
oh.
like the
Yes.
little details they had, like when there was all that chaos going on in the North Pole, and in the background you see the movie theater and it says it's playing Bad Santa.
I'm glad you
Yes,
caught that
no,
because
I
I
didn't
see
catch
it.
that. I saw
I
the
listened,
elf
he
one,
could
but I
not-
didn't
yeah.
see the
Yeah,
I
and
think
then when
that
everything
is
went
a
back to normal,
riot.
switched back to Elf.
That is
I
a
love that
riot.
because
something,
watching with multiple people, I love watching with you guys. We all see something someone
Just
might have
like that,
missed,
yeah.
and then we say it, and it's kind of neat that
Wow.
we could all just like collaborate and be like, oh, look. And then Elf at the end. I don't know what played earlier. I wasn't really paying attention to that, but now I'm kind of like, I want to watch again and see. But this was good. Like, this is definitely watchable, like, not just one
it
time.
was-
Oh, definitely.
It was
really,
beautiful,
was
and I
fabulous, yeah.
loved the scene in the beginning of Santa's Village when it was unofficially named Mrs. Claus's Village.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
love
right,
that
yes.
too.
I love
Yes,
that.
I
It
like
was
that.
so beautiful.
Oh, yes.
And I like how they do
Everything
that
goes
because
into it.
everything that we know with Santa, it's always around, I guess, male. Like, it's always Santa Claus everything. And then the elves, although they have female elves in a lot of things that we watched, right? It wasn't just
Yeah.
like male elves. But
Well,
again,
all the
going
deer
back.
were female too.
Yeah, so
That's
they
right.
changed
I
that up.
noticed that. Yeah,
I heard that as
definitely,
well.
yeah.
Like her,
That's
she, like
right.
Dasher,
Yeah.
and thank God Dasher survived that. But yeah, I like how it was called, not officially, Mrs. Claus Village. So I like how
She
they kept
designed
changing it up.
everything.
Mhm. So they balance things out more with
Mrs.
that.
Claus had
And
the magic
even
too.
Jola, the cat, that's female, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
I love the
yeah.
design. Like the special effects in this,
Wow.
again, top notch, great to watch. I love the design of the cat. And I know the cat was evil.
That cat was huge.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
it was
yeah.
huge,
And I was
yeah.
like, I'm so conflicted. The
Big.
cat's evil, but don't hurt the cat. I was thinking at one point, after it hurt Dasher, that maybe it wasn't going to just be a straight up predator, that it was conflicted because it was with
Bell Nichols.
Bells
Bell
Nichols.
Nichols, something like that, Bells. And I thought he was maybe like a little hateful because of him, like he was feeding off his energy or
Like,
something.
he was the
and
guy
would've
from
been
Deadpool
better.
2, right?
Yes, I was the guy from Deadpool
Okay.
2. And I like his role in this one because he was so enraged in that, and this one he
Oh
was...
my gosh, yeah.
He really
Well, he
was.
was
and
enraged,
and it
too.
started when he was an elf. So, I mean, he's been building this for so long.
That's right,
And he
yeah.
really was a great inventor.
He
and
was.
he learned so much from Mr. and Mrs. Claus that,
Became
Yeah,
like
so-
a family, like
Yeah,
more
it
of like a
was,
family
yeah,
aspect.
and, you know, he used it against them.
I'm glad the other elves
That's-
didn't get jealous over that too, because there's so many of them there that are close with Santa, but they picked a favorite pretty much, and he was even more
and
jealous.
he
of
goes
that.
and pretty much backstabs them, really. The one
Yeah.
that they
Yes.
trusted the most with all their secret potions and
I wish-
inventions.
I love them talking at the end, and I kind of knew, I'm sure you guys did too, where he was going to be better and they were going to talk it out at the end, and hopefully he was going to turn back to an elf. But I was hoping something would happen during their whole like fight, and with Kate trying to get the star back onto the tree, that he was going to have to save her, that she was going to fall and was going to die, and then he would have to step in and somehow save her, and that was going to help him see like
Be a
come-
true believer.
yeah, be a
again.
true
Yeah.
believer and care
Yeah.
again, because then he realizes how terrible he's been, or how anger blinds you. And I was kind of hoping that would be a thing,
No.
to make something dramatic happen to change him back, to be like, holy crap, like what did I do? Because even destroying the star in the beginning, hurting Dasher, he was shocked by that, and he goes,
Oh,
well,
wow, he
I didn't
was,
mean for
yeah,
that to happen.
definitely.
That-
So I really
yeah,
thought
that
that would be a
jumping down
turnaround at the end, that
Yeah.
a shock of like, holy crap, I got to save her or do something to save someone. And that would bring him back. But it was still
right,
really
yeah.
nice. I like the speech at the end and how Santa kept his first toy that they built together.
That was great.
And
That
he
was
kept working on
Well, at
it.
the very beginning of the movie, you see Santa Claus tinkering with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
He
Yes.
finally got it to work.
That's right.
So it's cool how they do a lot of subtleties, just enough where you catch on to it and then it comes back later. A lot of movies do that, but this one I really pay attention to because they do make it so subtle. Again, going back to the Grinch thing with Teddy saying that to Kate, and it was so subtle. He only said it once. He didn't keep saying it. Because sometimes when you overhear something, oh, don't be a Grinch. Don't be a Grinch. Oh, just remember, don't be a Grinch. Like, if he kept saying it, it's like, all right. But it was only once. And then later on, that's exactly what her father said at 13, you know, just once.
Prince, yeah.
So little things like that. And then the toy.
Did they mention why he was in the airport jail for?
You know, you don't have to be on the naughty list to be in the police station. Maybe he was lost. Maybe he lost.
Yeah. Didn't have a parents.
He
with
might.
him.
I don't know if he. Yeah, because he didn't say it, right. None of us caught that. So
maybe
I was
that's the
still
only
like,
reason
is that
why
the dad?
they didn't take his knife, because maybe he wasn't in trouble.
Yeah,
Maybe he was. Yeah.
Maybe he was waiting for someone and just had
Yeah,
to stay
maybe
there.
there was
I don't know.
maybe he lost something, or someone stole something from him, and he was
Yeah.
just waiting for a report or something.
I
Who
love
knows
that was
why.
the dad.
That's right. Yes.
And I love the
Right.
relationship between Kate and Jack,
That
because
was
They were
nice.
really
she
good. That was
she was
nice.
treating him pretty bad
Yes,
in the
she
beginning,
was.
like dissing him and like couldn't be
Just like
bothered,
Teddy.
almost like her
That's right,
brother.
yes.
Yes, with her in the first one.
They
That's
switched
right.
roles.
That,
Yeah.
yeah, they
I was
did.
thinking they
Only
would
not for
be
Santa.
together more on their adventure. They did kind of separate things, but it was still nice. They were able to bond on certain occasions and really respect each other afterwards,
That's
you
good,
know? And I thought Jack was such a cute character, and how nervous he was, and he had to go through his own quest to have courage and to eat that cookie that was just a placebo cookie.
That's right.
Tom and I joked about that. We're like, uh-oh, sugar's courage, guys. Diabetes on age 12.
If the pixie
which
sticks
isn't
out.
funny. That runs in her family, and yeah, it's not good. But
I'm glad that he remembered about the gingerbread cookie, because that explodes.
I hope there was
a
The other one
default
was-
there.
I was wondering. I said, don't.
I know that was like rated R, from G to rated R, PG. But yeah, like I would hope it would have a default where if you took a bite, it wouldn't explode, only if you throw it.
Mrs. Claus did say that she's good at putting back fingers and all that
I
kind of
know,
stuff.
right?
She
Whoa.
did.
I like how they get morbid like that. So rewinding
my
back
God.
to that made me think of the whole cat thing again. But I was hoping that nothing to do with what we just said. But I was thinking of Mrs. Claus. But when she was helping Dasher, And I'm glad Dasher survived that. I was kind of hoping that Cat would actually be good once his master was good, once Bells was good again, and he was gonna like just be a substitute for Dasher until she got better.
Oh, yes.
I mean, that would be kind of weird, having a cat there that's so much bigger than... Well, no, it's around the same size, maybe a little bit bigger than the deer. I know that would look really odd. But for Bells to have, like, all these hyena pug things... He said jackal, but they look like hyena pugs. I'm like, that was so bizarre. And I know that's probably for the kids, so it looks evil, but it's not scary. It's goofy. You got the big googly eyes.
But now they're all loose in the city that he just shielded back up again. So now they're all stuck in the city.
I know, so hopefully they'll just be...
That's for next year.
Happy pets.
That's the next one. Christmas
Part 3.
I love how they had the books here of the Chronicles, so now we're like, oh, we're going to have more of these probably, and now they're probably added to the stories as well because they're major adventures. And
I like the forest elves. Perking in the gang and foraging another star. That was
cool.
I like that scene.
That was good. Yeah.
It was
It's
cool.
almost like they have to call to the star to get a piece of it.
Yes,
they made it more complicated.
To harvest it. Yeah, only Santa could do that.
That's right.
Which was kind of sad because when Bells took it back, I kind of was hoping that it would lose its power because Bells had it and he had to realize he did have to give it to Santa.
Yeah, that would have been nice to see that too.
I was kind of hoping that they put like a
I like how the star is the Star of Bethlehem, so it kind of brings it back to religious.
That's right.
I love that. I was going to make that point. I try to log everything, and I'm like, okay, because I don't write
Yes.
anything down. A couple times I tried that, but then I just get distracted while I'm not watching. So, but yeah, I always try to say, okay, talk about this. Be distracted. That's why I'm all over the place because I'm like, hit this. But that was awesome that they did that. So that's not the main focus of this, but it should be. Like a lot of people celebrate Christmas honestly without being Catholic and stuff, because I have friends that do that too. Because it's just so popular and just what you do around here. But yes, you can't forget like why we do it, and going back to the main thing too, outside of religion is family and loved ones. And
I like also how they showed the beginning of Saint Nicholas.
That was awesome.
That was really good. Yes,
and then changed his name to Santa Claus afterwards, and I love that. That was terrific. And how happy, like he was human. He wasn't just magical always.
Yeah, but he did something so special that caught the eyes of the elves and made him Santa Claus.
Right, and
was awesome.
He put oranges in every stocking. Mom does that.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you do.
That's right. My mother did that. Yeah.
And it's healthy too. You can't always have
Santa
candy.
did that.
Can't always have candy.
Candy gives you courage.
Right.
I love how they made the elves choose Santa, where jokingly they're not slaves, that he didn't become this supreme being and then collected all these
you will
elves.
work for me and make toys.
Work for me and I'll be the main honcho, gets all the credit, ha ha ha, because they do all the work. He does a lot of work too, and I love seeing him work on different toys as well. He gets into it, but it was cool that they accepted him into this to be the leader and to make all this happen.
And I liked the fact that Mrs. Claus had powers.
Oh, yes.
Awesome was that.
Wow.
I wonder how they chose her. Maybe it was just through Santa falling in love and saying, trial run this course.
Wow.
Goldie Hawn was great in this.
She was awesome. Yeah, she's always great.
When she was excited, she was making the dinner and she was calling out, I need a partridge, I need a pear, I need...
that was fun. I think Mom was actually riding with it.
Giddy every time she just loved the children being there.
They always bring in all those riddles and the music and the stories, and it's just terrific. Well thought through.
She gave them dinner. It looked all like dessert. And
I was thinking like Neverland. Bangarang. Not really the same thing, but so hopefully she was telling the truth. I believe she was. What do you think? I think they were supposed to be vegetables.
I think she was health conscious.
Or like Dragon Prince when it's actual grubs.
Making Santa eat his vegetables.
Have this cake. Oh, that's grubs. Oh.
That's why he's not fat though, because it looks like he's eating cake, but it's actually vegetables.
Yeah.
See?
And because I'm older, that's a great concept for kids, and I do love my chocolate, my cakes.
Because he said that he doesn't.
I agree.
He watches his carbs, and he goes, "I'm not fat." In the first one, he's like, very health conscious.
I hope they have an open mind soon, because they're great people, and they should really bring that to the rest of the world, because that can save a lot of people. That can, solve a lot of health issues, especially for us Americans. I know it can happen anywhere, but for us. Yeah. But I love that idea where you can have all kinds of snacks. I don't know if it has to be that particular snack for each vegetable or healthy produce, whatever it is. But it would be nice to actually have a piece of cake that's broccoli or something, because then you'd lose weight and your
But I
heart
do
would be
love
better.
my vegetables. You know how I am. So
And that was my next
I
point.
love
So
veggies.
being older, I do love to have. I can't have just chocolate and candy all the time. I'm sure most of you can't either. Tom's
I
like,
can't.
I can't.
And then reason.
I do. I love my asparagus, my broccoli. There's so many vegetables I really enjoy, and I need to have them with
love
dinner. I
veggies.
need to have that, and then dessert has to be separate. It can't just be that. It's different, If you have too much of it, it's just. Ugh.
You have to have a balanced diet. Remember that.
Broccoli
Yes.
cake
Mom,
and,
that's right.
That's right.
And as we talked about,
Dad knows that. He loves his coffee cake and donuts.
I know someone else like that too. Yeah, for sure. It's so good.
And I like at the end too when Jack was driving him back home, he knew how to power the sleigh right away by calling out all the deer's name.
I love how
That's
he just
right.
knew.
He was very, very
so into Christmas.
courageous.
And his
Also, he
dad.
started speaking Elvish at the end.
He did. You caught that because I think we were talking. I didn't catch it
That's
really
right.
right away, but that's awesome. I was really happy to see
yeah.
that. So before I'll go into a tangent first about the dad. I thought Jack's dad was so awesome. He was so kind, and he was very handsome. But
He was.
Yes.
I love how they kept
She was
his
so happy.
character.
It's
Like
like that.
he was a loving guy, and he didn't pry. He knew not that he has to know his place, but I was saying in the beginning how Kate, I get her point of view. That was the idea of where that started this whole thing, where she was just so hurt because of her dad. She didn't want a
That's really
replacement.
Yeah,
But
it's
you
not
have to
Bob.
move on. You have to find happiness. Like you'll never forget that loved one ever. It's so freaking hard, but her mom has to be
And it's
happy
great
too.
advice because he lost his wife. His
So he
son
was-
lost
Yes.
his mom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Knows
so
what
They
she's
both know what's going on.
same scenario.
that's
I said that I was like, oh my God, Kate, you
Sure
are having
is.
the same experience as this little boy, and don't be hating on him because you guys can talk about it. Like they might have died differently, but you still lost the parent,
right,
and your
yeah.
parents
Yes,
now
and he
found
was
love.
3 years younger than her, so he was the same age when Kate was going, and she was so positive about Christmas and a positive kid. And her brother was about, I don't know, I think 3 years older than her. I mean, he seemed a little bit older, but he was like treating her
Yeah.
the same way she was treating Jack, like I
Yeah.
said before. But it was good to see this little positive kid, even though he was so worried all the time.
Well, I was going to say, do you think all his ailments were actual ailments, or do you think they were just?
I don't know. I was really worried
Yeah.
because when he said he had 11 allergies, and he was, and
Wow,
Mrs. Claus is
yeah.
making up some hot chocolate. I'm like, oh boy, he doesn't have his backpack. Does he have it?
Oh my God.
I know.
Does he have his lactose pills?
And she had magic
She must
cocoa
be, like,
because then when she gave it to
overworried.
him, I was
Right,
like, oh,
maybe.
okay, well, she has to know. They have to
Yeah,
be
they
prepared for
Yeah.
that,
Pretty sure.
Santa
Yeah.
knows everything.
He knows everything.
That's
That's
right.
what's so fun
Yes, he
about
does.
this, too. I just love how aware he is of everything. They did not let that slip for the most part. I'm
Yes.
sure you guys will let
That's
us know
right,
in
yeah.
the comments.
And
but-
I'm glad everything was on in Santa's world. It wasn't on Cancun. And
Very
it
different.
wasn't
That's
with-
right. Yes,
Yeah.
it's very
because
good.
we
Everything
Yeah.
traveled a lot
there.
last
That's
time. We
right,
ended up in
Christmas,
one
yeah.
city in Chicago or whatever, but like,
I'm just
That's
glad it
very
wasn't
good.
mostly
Yeah.
in Cancun.
yeah. And that would have been different. And honestly, a lot of people do celebrate, like Tom now.
Yeah, look, I was gonna
Without
say,
any
you know.
snow and the heat.
That's right.
So it's
But
so
they do
different.
decorate their palm trees the same way that Florida does down here. They just do the trunks. They don't do the top like. I wish they would do the tops, but they don't.
Yeah,
They have a commercial out that
You can
has.
It's a Corona commercial.
Okay, I
believe
was
it's
going to say
Corona.
it's some beer commercial, and you see the palm tree
That's
with
an
the actual
old
lights on top.
commercial.
I've
That's an
never
old
freaking
commercial.
saw. I've never seen it before.
That's from like the 80s.
Is it?
Wow.
That's from like, or maybe the 90s. Probably the 90s.
Oh wow, yeah. See
wow.
how much TV do I watch? I guess
But
not
those are
much.
cool. I like how they decorated that tree.
So this really was wonderful. Christmas
was
spirit
very
all
good.
around.
Yes,
and
I
the
loved it.
musical was terrific. I was
Oh,
gonna
my
make a
gosh.
joke
Wow.
because I love Santa's magic. But I was like, oh wow, he can really control people like this, like taking the security guard and be like, hey, and then
Oh,
he's like
break
dancing.
that.
I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, is that against his will? Because he was like doing his job and then got ripped away
right,
from
all
it.
of a
I know
sudden.
why. But
That security guard had like my build, and I don't think I could do any of those moves.
afterwards, he's like, but even Santa, man, he had some good moves.
And he changed like that. Yeah, okay.
Wow. Hey.
And again, the idea of Christmas
magical.
spirit, I mean, bad things happen, and I get it. Like, I love being positive, but it's normal where you don't want someone, hey, but it's going to be okay. Your flight was canceled. It's all right. It's Christmas, guys. Like, someone's going to punch you in the face.
The sun came out, so everything was back on time again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why did
Yeah.
that happen? Like, was that just because of Christmas cheer? So you really hope in a magical
right.
way
it
that
was,
things
it
would
was
just be
supposed.
better.
This all was supposed to happen. I think.
That's right.
Yeah. So maybe if even Santa wasn't there, all the flights were going to come back because all the weather would just dramatically change again or something. Or this was all
But
just.
you have to remember that's New England. I mean, it was in Boston, and it's just before
Right.
Christmas, so you're gonna have those delays.
No, definitely.
Yeah, you're gonna have that.
Or
And it's
weird
so
weather.
cancellation
frustrating
because
either way,
weather.
Cold.
And going
Oh my
back, because we
gosh.
do talk about that now and again, where customer service, here you have like these people just doing their job. It's out of their control. But when you have customers going
People
up to you
just-
yelling, I get it, you want to get to your
Your
location,
filter.
but
Mm-hmm.
they can't do anything about it. So when you're just cussing and yelling at these people, just like doing their job, and they can't control canceling
they can't help
planes, and you
Right.
know,
I can't.
and they just get
You
yelled
don't
at.
know
Maybe
what
it's on
happens
right now.
ago. You
Time.
didn't know it was going to be canceled. No,
Like, no, I mean, I've never done that
it
job
happens.
before, but in other
Yeah, that's
jobs,
right.
like, you don't know until right then. I mean, not that that's a perfect system at all, because I'm sure it
Mm-hmm.
can go the opposite way as well, where someone's not paying attention during their job and you know,
yeah.
giving you wrong
Oh, yeah.
information. But in this case, it was out of her control, and I love how
Right.
she
Right, you know?
became the singer.
And
Yeah,
that was
That
really
immediately
I
made you
loved
I
it.
go,
thought I was going to be that banding.
Oh, what,
Must
the
be
Santa
that
guy?
Santa with a little bell.
Oh, that's yeah.
The money just pours out. He's like, okay, I made my
Yeah.
quota for the night.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So-
you took it.
Santa could just make money too. So jokingly, if he could just make money for people, why doesn't he do that for the poor?
Why didn't he just
Although he
give
did
that to
help
Kate so she
in the
didn't have
past.
to like?
I know,
Yeah,
use her
that's
2021.
right,
But
Here,
then
here's
again,
a
maybe he-
1990.
Nothing in
$3.
2020,
But
guys.
maybe he didn't give her. Maybe he didn't give her the money like
On
that
purpose,
so
so
that she
she
can't be
meet her
found.
father.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
right.
It
Yeah.
all makes
See,
sense
everything
now.
has
Yes,
a
yes.
reason.
That's right.
So smart that.
Yes, yes.
Santa, he's so awesome. Yeah,
But
I love his
didn't even
design
think
again.
about
Gosh.
that though. Like going back in time, that she gives him a $20 bill from this year,
Right.
and it looks so different than what it did
That
in
was very smart
1990.
that they.
Yeah.
You know,
So-
I wouldn't even thought about that. I'm like, oh, it's just money.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
overthinking, because Santa is so prepared, and again, last movie was already pre-planned to help Kate and Teddy, and this one I'm kind of like, even though he went through this whole craziness with Bells, he probably knew all of this was going to happen. Although Kate and Jack were frozen, almost frozen to death. Maybe he's like, he likes living on the
yeah,
dangerous
yeah.
side, though. So maybe he's like,
But
oh.
he didn't know, like, when he got there, he pulled up those batteries that were expired. I think that was part of the whole front to get her to go see her father.
Yes.
You know,
So
batteries
I think-
expired. You have to go buy
Okay.
batteries.
Yeah.
Don't have the right
Not
money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I think the whole thing was planned, even with part of the star being stolen, because it's just too out there. Like, it's out in the open, exposed. Like, you have a shield over the North Pole, but you have this elf who's angry, who's been banished, I guess. You know, they didn't really explain how he got banished or something, but he ran away, and then he couldn't go back in or something, right? I mean, they had scouts.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh,
this
yes.
is how he took it in the
I
beginning.
know.
But maybe he knew all this was going to happen, so they had to take this adventure to get a new star. That's
Yes,
how he knew
and
they were
he
going to go
was
back
always-
in time and meet the father, and because that was her wish.
Yeah.
Right. And every time Mr. and Mrs. Claus was together talking about this crisis, the kids were there. So I think it was
And to tell
you know,
that
pretty
story,
much
like
Yes.
everything.
a lesson for Kit and for Bells to come back. There's a reason they want him back. They want
Yeah.
him to come back to be an elf. So maybe there will be a third one.
I'm assuming so
Probably will
now.
be, I'm sorry,
and
yeah, I
That
think
would be
so.
really nice.
And also
That'd
her
be good.
telling the story, and when Kate's like, oh, yeah, he looks so familiar. And the fact that she didn't even react really, like, oh, what do you mean? Oh, crud, he's at it again. Look what he did. Like, she's just like really calm about it. And just, I think she was just nodding or something because I was waiting for a big reaction, but she didn't. So it was more like, oh, subtle hint here. Okay, yeah. See, this is why we're showing you the story right now. But yeah, so I really did enjoy this a lot. And I also want to say, I kind of wonder if an ultimate plan, because here, again, Santa and Mrs. Claus might be helping a lot of kids this way. I don't know how much time they have, because I know the elves are fast and magic involved. You could probably help a lot of kids out. But I'm wondering if Santa has this ultimate plan, because Kate actually hinted when she wanted to run away that she wanted to help out there. So I wonder maybe in the
Yes.
future he's building her up to be not like take his place, but to be a big helper there or have some kind
Yes.
of job
Oh,
in the North
maybe,
Pole.
yeah.
No, that would
Maybe.
be interesting.
Never
I
can tell.
agree.
That would be good, yeah.
I agree,
Kinda like
because she
putting it
did
to the
want to
test.
do it, and he
Yeah.
wasn't.
So much.
Because she's learning Elvish, and now Jack now too,
Well,
and she
'cause
knows a
she
lot
was
about.
asking about it, and he's like, when did this turn into a job interview?
Yeah, so that was
yeah,
kind of
so
like a
that-
hint
yeah.
too. So every little
Yeah.
detail in these movies now, I'm kind of like, I feel like there's going to be
Yeah.
another one. Chronicles makes you automatically think like, okay, Chronicles.
I'm
are
pretty
gonna
sure
have
there
a
was.
bunch
Yeah,
of
so when they
novels
showed
or
the
something.
volumes together.
I hope so, because again, this one was really great. Did you like
Oh,
this one
yeah.
better, or did you like the first one better?
I like the both of them about the
I said
same.
they're both equally
I
good.
think it's
Yeah, me
equivalent.
too.
They're
I
and I
think
still
so.
like Kurt Russell as Santa
Definitely.
Claus.
in their
Me too,
own
Kurt
special
Russell.
way.
Yeah, that's so good.
No, I was-
Santa Claus.
Phenomenal,
I
yes.
was thinking that right before we started reviewing, and I'm like, I want to say the first one I like the best because we know he's Santa, but we're like, okay, we're seeing like hints of magic. We had a lot
Yes.
more magic in
There's
this
more-
one, full front,
more of
like
emotion.
yeah, and that one we cried a
Yes.
lot. This one was almost as good, where we did get emotional. It was very heartwarming. A lot more special effects because now that we know about the magic and everything with Santa, like actually seeing it, we didn't see it
That's
as
right, yeah.
we did see it a lot last time. You know what I mean? Like now we're in the North Pole, we see the elves a lot more, and we're just seeing all these magic tricks taking place everywhere and learning more about the North Pole. So I want to say this is a close second.
Yeah,
Very different though, and I
pretty
love
much.
it. They didn't just
Yeah,
like
it
say,
was.
crap, how can we
Good,
make this
yeah.
as good as the first one? Let's just copy the same kind of scenario and do it again. They had a couple of subtleties where Santa, of course, knows everything, so it was kind of planned in my eyes,
Yeah.
but to a certain extent, at least, it was good.
Yeah.
It was
let us know
very
what you
good. Both of
think.
them were very good. So yeah.
I love it.
Enjoyed
Great
it.
Christmas
Yes.
movies
Yes,
all around.
right?
Really
Yes.
puts you in the mood
Great.
for sure.
Thumbs up.
Yes, thumbs up, guys. Please let us know what you think of this movie. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Have a
Yes,
safe
Merry
one.
Christmas, Happy
Merry
Holidays.
And make sure you
Christmas,
subscribe.
guys.
You're getting coal in your stockings.
Yes,
Right,
That's
see?
right.
Not that we want to give cold because we know you guys love us, or at least we hope
Listen
to.
to Tom.
To stay here this long. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, and we'll see you very soon as always. Merry Christmas and Happy
Bye.
Merry
Holidays.
Christmas.
I'll
Feliz
keep saying
Navidad.
it.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
Ho, ho,
Happy Easter.
ho.
Why not?
You like to say Happy Easter.
I do.